Throwaway for obvious reasons. I'm 29, Hubs is 31, X is 26. Me and my husband have been married for 4, whereas me and my ex have been together for 5. X was 17, I was 19. For anyone wondering, I always had an amazing chemistry with my ex. He was my first and I was his first. We took each other's virginity. However, he was abusive. We moved in together when he was 19. We both worked. I eventually got pregnant when I found out he cheated on me multiple times throughout the relationship. He became abusive and eventually I lost the baby. I never got off from it. My ex further turned abusive and manipulative, and soon after he broke up with me and he threw me out. I'm not very much attractive. I've got scars given to me by my ex, childhood trauma, and my parents weren't supportive of me and my ex, so when we broke up, they didn't help much as they were so righteous and believed it was my fault. I met my husband when I was 23 and worked for a small firm. He was one of our big clients. I was blown off by him. He was everything a woman would dream of. Charming, young, handsome, got his life together, and damn humorous. We became friends, and after a year, we started dating. He was warm, felt home, someone you could always count on. This is what makes me even more guilty. He always told me dignity was most important to him and how he hates cheaters. We got married a year later, and fast forward to now, we were doing great. 2 weeks back, my mutual friends organized a party, a homecoming type, even where every high school friend of mine would be at. It was exclusively for us, and hence my husband couldn't join us. I saw my ex there. He's changed, looked amazing. I found out he improved a lot. I drank a few glasses and he came over asking me to dance. I told him I can't do it because I was married. My friends pushed over, saying it was an innocent dance. I couldn't resist and we danced a bit when he leaned in. It was a big mistake. We kissed. It was passionate. Some people clicked our pics. I found this out later on. I wasn't me. I was drunk and barely in my senses. He pulled me over and we started kissing right on the dance floor while everyone was watching. I don't remember much, but he pulled me over and drove to his house. My husband called me multiple times, but I couldn't answer him. I woke up the morning naked beside him. He showed me a video of us doing it and him saying I love you and I whispering it back. I'm devastated. I left his place and asked him never to contact me again. My husband was suspicious at first, but I lied to him. I was with friends. He bought this. My ex keeps sending me texts. I found out my friend recorded me and my ex kissing right in front of everyone and how we became a hot topic all around. It's bullshit. I messed up. I destroyed my marriage. I found out later on he has a girlfriend and it makes me want to throw up even more. I'm thinking to come clean about it to my husband, but he told me cheating was a deal breaker. My husband is also well respected and esteemed person, so I won't have any chances to get a good job if we divorce. I don't know what to do. Please help me out. A small update, you guys are right. I can't undo what I did. I can't lie or gaslight him. It was my fault. I went there and I gave in to the dance when I could have said no in a strict tone. I was drunk and I lost control of my consciousness. But this isn't an excuse. I have seeked up massively. I'm going to talk to him, come clean. He's a wonderful man. I know what I did and all that matters now is how respectful I act. Either I can hide and he will find out sooner or later and divorce me, or I can come clean and that way I can have the little bit of dignity left in me, and even if he divorces, I'll be glad I had the courage to come clean. It's evening in here. He will be returning soon. I'll update if I can. Thank you. Man gets a paternity test on son because he doesn't look enough like him. An update. I 37 male got a paternity test done and now my wife might divorce me over it. Help. My wife 35 female and I 37 male have been married for 12 years. We have 3 kids and I always had this nagging feeling that our middle child wasn't mine. Our oldest and youngest look just like me, but my middle child doesn't. My wife has shown me a picture of her grandfather and he does look a lot like him, but he just doesn't have any of my family features. He looks so different than anyone else in the family. I decided I wanted a paternity test to put my mind at ease. My wife got pretty upset when I brought it up because cheating has always been a deal breaker for her, but I just saw that as all the more reason to get one done. I told her that if she had nothing to hide she should have no problem with getting one done. I tested my son and it turns out he's mine. I thought everything was fine and I had my peace of mind. Except she told me she was going to take the kids and go to her parents for a while. When I asked why, she exploded and told me that she was seriously considering divorcing me over this stunt. That she was furious with me for doubting her loyalty to me, knowing how she felt about cheating, and that she would never forgive me for what I put our son through, making him question his place in the family. I tried to get her to see my side, that I just wanted to be sure, and that surely she could see why I'd question it when he looks nothing like me. She told me she would never forgive me for this, and that I hoped my foolish pride was worth the cost of my family. She hasn't spoken to me since. I need advice on how to get her to talk to me and get her to see my side of the story, and that it wasn't some attack on her character like she seems to think it was. I don't want a divorce. Update, got a paternity test and now my wife might divorce me over it. Update. So, it's been a couple months now and I thought I'd update. My wife finally agreed to a sit down with me a couple weeks after I posted, and as some of you said, she doesn't want to stay with me. We talked and basically it boiled down to she wants a divorce because I don't trust her and think so poorly of her character that I thought she'd pass another man's child off as mine. She then said she'll never forgive me for treating my son so abhorrently he asked why I hated him. I didn't realize I treated him so differently, but apparently it was obvious. I tried to defend myself, but she asked what I meant then, because no matter how I tried to dress it up, I accused her of cheating and treated our son like trash because he wasn't my spitting image. She then brought up she wondered if I was projecting because only one of us ever had infidelity in their background and it wasn't her. That stung, because while yes, I had cheated in 2 past relationships, I've never cheated on her. I said that, but she said she'd never cheated at all, but that didn't stop me from accusing her of it, did it? So now my kids won't talk to me and my wife wants to divorce me. All over a paternity test.